Welcome back. It is Friday, May 24th in the NBA. My favorite picks are on the way. Only one game on tonight, per usual. It's game 2 of the Western Conference Finals. Dallas Mavericks trying to go up 2-0, while the Minnesota Timberwolves try to even it up at 1-1. My favorite picks are on the way. What's going on? My name's Austin from Calling Our Shot. Let's recap how we did yesterday. We had one winner and one loser. Our winner was another spread pick. We had Celtics minus 4.5 in the first half. A little bit sweaty towards the end of that. They were up by 15 points in the second quarter. Won the first half by 6 points. Obviously did cover the full game. We appreciate them for doing their jobs. Aaron Nesmith did not come through. 9 points in the first half. I thought we were in for a good one. And then third quarter, got into a little bit of foul trouble. Only had a couple shots there. And then the fourth quarter, everyone benched. I don't know what the heck Rick Carlisle's doing. He said, I wanted to see how the bench unit was looking. He hasn't played half of those guys for pretty much the whole playoffs. I don't know what the heck that was. Nesmith, Halliburton obviously got injured. Miles Turner, Pascal Siakam, those guys barely played, if any, in the fourth quarter. Not something we can really predict. I'll take a 1-1 day on an 8-2 run. Move on into today. Hopefully today is a competitive game, and I have a player prop who I think wins and covers this game, as well as Trina's play of the day, which did cash yesterday with Drew Holiday. She moves to 2-1 on her playoff picks. Let's see how she does and who she's rolling with later on in this video. But if you already, like I said, my name's Austin. Do me a favor, go down below. Hit that subscribe button, drop a like, let me know your favorite pick for Friday's night's game, and we're going to dive into my favorite pick of the day, and it's going to start with a guy that I think is in for a really good matchup here, and it's PJ Washington of the Dallas Mavericks over 11.5 points, minus 120 on DraftKings. Now, if this does go up to 12.5, you can take it there. I like it at 11.5, obviously better, but I think they go hand in hand. PJ is kind of all or nothing. Now, in game 1, PJ didn't play great, but he still came through, and that was a game where we saw obviously, Luka and Kyrie went off. Luka, 33 points. Kyrie, 30 points. Those guys shot 26 and 23 times. PJ Washington still came through. He needed a three-pointer in the last 2 minutes, but 13 points, 4 of 10 shooting, 2 for 8 from 3 in 41 minutes. He played a lot of minutes, and it's going to be a common theme. If he can avoid foul trouble, they're going to play him a lot of minutes because they need his size out there against a team like the Mavericks or Timberwolves, who have a ton of size. Mavericks, not so much. They don't want to play Gafford and Lively at the same time. Off the bench, Maxi Kleber still banged up. But like I said, still came through, and he missed wide open shots. I mean, he made 2 corner threes. All his other 6 3-pointers around the wings or at the top of the key, he bricked all of them, and they were wide open. There wasn't like one where he was firing up at the end of the shot clock or things like that. No, he had a lot of really, really wide open looks. He just missed them. And I think he starts to make them tonight. And even if he doesn't, he still went over. And we've seen, I think that we'll see some defensive game plans and adjustments made by the Timberwolves today. Obviously, Luka and Kyrie both went off for 30+. You're going to make some adjustments, and I think the adjustments are maybe we see more hedges or more double teams on screens. And the guy that's been setting a lot of screens for him is PJ Washington. And if you double PJ Washington, it's either maybe the guy setting the screen and he gets a behind the back pass from Luka into a 3-pointer, or another guy catches it and PJ spotted up in the corner for some wide open looks. It wouldn't shock me either. I mean, the books think he makes some threes tonight. PJ's minus 230. So heavily juiced to make 2 or more threes. So I think we got 6 points. We only need 6 more. And in 10 games this postseason, when he's made 2 or more threes, he's over this line in 6 of 10. We know I had some really, really good games against the Thunder. I wouldn't be shocked if tonight is a big game from PJ Washington. Like, I know a lot of people are going to be on Luka's and Kyrie's and maybe Ant-Man's points tonight, maybe Cat too, but I think there's a sneaky value on maybe PJ Washington having a legacy game. So give me his over 11.5 points, my first player prop of the day. I really like PJ Washington's matchup tonight. I think he continues to see a lot of wide open looks, and I can't shoot the ball for him, and I probably shouldn't because I won't make a lot of those shots, but I think he starts to knock down some. Now, my second and third pick are kind of just a continuation of number 1 because we're laddering up some PJ Washington 3-pointers. So we'll just say pick number 1 continued because I'm taking PJ 3+ threes and 4+ threes. 3+ is plus 150, 4+ is plus 470. Now, I'm not putting the full unit on these. PJ Washington's regular over in points was a full unit play. Let's say your unit size is just a standard bankroll management term. Let's say you bet $100 on each play. Then you would put $100 on PJ, 30 on his 3+ threes, and only $20 on his 4+. If your unit size is $10, then obviously you manage it like that. I think PJ Washington, as I already talked about this points, is going to be getting some wide open looks. And I'm willing to risk 1.5 units total on PJ. If he doesn't, puts up a stinker, whatever. We'll take our 1.5 unit loss on the chin. But I think he has a chance of getting these threes. I mean, like I said, 8 3-pointers attempted in game 1. If you give me 8 threes tonight, I'll take a guy to make 3. If he makes 3, we obviously are profitable on this little ladder. If he makes 4, we're in for a really, really good night. Now, PJ, obviously, you look at him, he's had some good games this postseason. 4+ threes made, cashing this full ladder in 4 of 13 playoff games. That's what, 30%? Not bad. And those games saw him shoot 8, 11, 11, and 12 three-pointers. So the 8 threes he attempted in game one, despite his two teammates shooting 50 field goal attempts combined, he still got the threes attempted we need. And this season, when he's attempted 7 or more threes, done that in 34 games. He's made 3 or more in 56% of games, 4 or more in 11 of 34, 32%. So I see some value in these two lines. Is it crazy? Will he make 4 threes tonight? Probably not. There's a reason it's plus 470, but I think with the volume, there's a chance that PJ Washington is just on one tonight and he's knocking down his shots. It wouldn't be the craziest thing. You're giving me an NBA shooter that I think gets another 8, maybe even more threes tonight, given if they throw more, defensive focus at a guy like Kyrie or Luka. PJ's going to be open. And Derek Jones Jr., not a big three-point shooter, though you can go crazy there if you want to. And obviously Lively and Gafford aren't shooting a lot of threes, and Tim Hardaway Jr. kind of a liability defensively. I think PJ gets the threes. Call me crazy. He could obviously lay an egg, but we saw him last series. Game 2. Game 1 didn't play great. Game 2 was his legacy game. He had 7 threes made. You can take the 5 if you're feeling crazy on a Friday night. However, there wasn't really a lot of books out there for 5+ threes, so I'm just going to stick to the 3 and 4 for 0.3 and 0.2 units. Look, it's not crazy value. If we lose both of them, maybe he could still cash his points like he did in game 1. I think there's a chance he makes 4 threes tonight, and I'm willing to take a plus 470 stab on that to win back almost a unit. So, PJ Washington, we're your number one fans. We need you to make some shots. Every missed 3 is just going to be a dagger in the heart, but I have confidence that he'll start knocking down some shots tonight. Now, next I want to talk about who I think wins and covers this game. As I said yesterday, I don't do a lot of spread picks, so these will not count towards record. When they are counting towards record, I'll let you know, because they'll say it's a full unit play, just like the Celtics was yesterday. But I'm 3-0 in game picks. I like to pick the ones that I really like, and today's not the case. But if I had to bet 2 things, I have a prop lean and a spread lean. I like the Mavericks plus 5.5. I like Mike Conley's over in points. I'll talk about Conley a little bit later, but Mavs plus 5.5. I feel like yesterday everyone saw the Celtics and Pacers game 1. They were like, oh, Pacers competitive. Got to take the Pacers next game. Well, no, they got cooked. And the same kind of thing, they saw the Mavericks win game 1. I feel like now a lot of people still love the T-Wolves, and they will back them in game 2. Would not shock me if the Mavericks win this game. Now, I'm not saying it's a big Luka and Kyrie game, but I think it's the role players that step up, like PJ Washington, and that's what keeps them competitive. I mean, the Mavs have been a really good defensive team post All-Star break, post trades, and I think a lot of people are still undervaluing them. I told you I had them to win the series. I had them in game 1. I'm not putting money on them because I could see the Timberwolves stepping up here and coming out with a lot of energy, and I could see you maybe getting better value on the Mavericks as the game goes on, but I do think that they got a chance there, and then Mike Conley, I think, has a decent game as well. But I'm not going to talk about Mike Conley there because I'm going to get to Trina's play of the day, and I promise I had no change in this. I did not give her any opinions because her play of the day is Mike Conley's over 10.5 points. Now, maybe I'm counting it as lean as mine because I liked what she said in her analysis, which was no analysis needed. Mike is a winner. Whatever you do with that. Obviously, Trina is my wife, so I don't track her picks towards my record, but she is 2-1, looking to go to 3-1 with Mr. Mike Conley, and maybe he delivers her a winner there. No analysis. You could feel free to fade that. I'm not telling you to bet it, but we'll see how she does. See if she can go to 3-1. Like I said yesterday, she had Drew Holiday's over in PRAs. She missed her game 1 pick in this series, so hopefully she can dial it on in and cash a game 2 pick with Mike Conley. Those are my favorite picks of the day. Like I said, really only 1 pick. If you want to count it as 3, whatever. But it's PJ Washington points and a little bit of a sprinkle on 3+ and 4+ threes. Only pick I really want to take. I think this is a lower scoring game, but I think PJ Washington is still in for a lot of opportunity, and I hope he knocks down some shots tonight. So let's dominate. Let's have a good game 2, and I'll see you guys back tomorrow with some more picks for Pacers Celtics game 3, which we'll see if the games, I assume Halliburton's playing in that one. But those are my favorite picks. I will be in a change of scenery, not tomorrow because I'll be recording tomorrow's video a little bit later on today, but I will be recording probably game 3 of this series in a different scenery. So stay tuned for that. Y'all have a great Friday night. PJ Washington, saying a prayer that knocks down 4 threes. 4 threes, that's 12 points. Kill 2 birds with 1 stone. PJ would love you tonight. Make some threes. I'll root for whatever team you guys want me to. Let me know your favorite picks down below. My name's Austin. I'm signing out. I'll see you back tomorrow. Hopefully recapping a 1-0 plus 2-0 plus 3-0, whatever you want to do it. 4 threes. PJ, I love that. I'll see you guys back again tomorrow with some more picks. Peace.